Welcome. Yes, let me go to the banner. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Rosie Lastra Podcast. My Son Blazer and Heroes. This is the 13th episode, and is sponsored by Jeremy's Unity Fly, where faith, evidence-based healing, and holistic living take flight. I'm Rosie, your guide and follow traveler. And this journey is of transformation, helping you bridge the gap between spirit and science, grief and growth, pain and purpose. In this new series, we will be sharing real stories, practical tools, and divine inspiration to help you rise higher, heal deeper, and live brighter. So buckle up, open your hearts, and let's take this flight together, because healing isn't a destination, it's a sacred journey. Okay. From the soul's quiet wisdom to the science of healing, this is where East meets West. Today's episode is incredibly special because we're joined by a man whose story defines perseverance, purpose, and divine alignment. Dr. John Carlston, are you there?
I'm here.
I think I already have you on stage, don't I?
You do.
Oh, wow. Okay. My bad. Guys, bear with me. This is only my 13th episode, so I'm kind of new to this. But Dr. Carlson, I feel so humble to have you on my show, my love. You are just incredible. God bless you. And please share with our audience some of your story. I want them to be a little bit in awe, like I am.
Thank you. Well, I've been a doctor for 29 years, and I developed a unique, comprehensive head-to-toe approach that begins with the foundation of a fully integrated, interconnected body evaluation of 180 tests. I healed my wife from having MS. I healed myself from having a bone cancer diagnosis and 6 months to live 29 years ago. I have developed a reputation for people to come to me for health conditions, difficult health conditions, and particularly in these difficult health conditions, patients will travel great distances to see me. Like my patient Marilyn, who back in 2010, she'd been battling stage 4 breast cancer for 9.5 years. And now they were telling her that it's back and that she's going to have a double mastectomy and repeat the chemo, drugs, and the surgery and some of the mammograms just to be before that. She want none of that. So I do my evaluation on her, and I say, Marilyn, I can help you, but I don't treat cancer. I treat the infections and toxins that cause the protective response of cancer. And if as a side effect that the cancer goes away, wonderful. Would you like to do that? She said yes. So for the next 8 years, she would travel 8 hours one way from Omaha, Nebraska to Wichita, Kansas, 58 times, 54 times with her husband, Sherman. Over that time, her cancer got better, it got worse, but she didn't have to do drugs, surgery, pain meds, or mammograms. But then 8 months go by and I don't see her. And then she shows up. And I tell her, Marilyn, your cancer is out of control. You need to see a surgeon, your oncologist. 3 weeks later, she's dead.
Oh, no.
A couple months after that, I get a letter from the Kansas Board of Healing Arts, and I read, alleged unprofessional conduct. You are a threat to the citizens of the state of Kansas. Surrender your license. Holy crap. What the heck? What are they talking about? I'd only been treating infections and toxins, and she had and kept it in check for the whole time. So I call my attorney, and he finds out that the allegations aren't from the family, aren't from her husband, but is from their stepson's stockbroker's father. And he's with a group of oncologists, and they are putting pressure on the board in Nebraska to put pressure on the board in Kansas to take my license. And after a frustrating legal battle and going through a lot of money, my Kansas license was revoked. Not given an appeal, not given probation. The state of Utah practices this reciprocity, and they take my license without a hearing and without an appeal. What the heck? Had I flushed 20 years of my life, my family's life, my patient's life down the drain? What do I do now? How did I get here? And what's my new identity? I still have my passion to create family generational health and wellness. So I will take the things I can control and work the problem into the solution of sharing my algorithm of wellness dominoes to create family generation and wellness for you.
I get it. Wow, Dr. C. That's amazing. That's a wild story. So and since then, what's been happening in your life? What's been going on?
Well, there's in that time frame, I have done quite a bit. I've developed a course, and it's one that I offer, and it's called Wellness Dominoes. And what it does is it teaches people to do the evaluation that I perform myself. I'd like to create family practitioners in the home. I'd also like to teach it to clinicians. But in the privacy of your home, you can do all the things that I'm doing on your family.
Gotcha.
So once you identify all the things that you can control, then you work the problem to resolve it with my set of dominoes that takes it in a very specific way, in a specific order to accelerate your recovery. And it's kind of, the dominoes are like a scorecard or a checklist. Do I have that? Or a yes, no, clear it out, next. And keep on doing it until you're done. So you have a high quality of life and you can perform at the level you want without the problems that people go to doctors for or go to coaches to get better. I mean, you should be able to, now I want to achieve the best I can, doesn't matter your age, with what I have, and be able to do it as I want, with who I want, when I want.
Gotcha. Awesome. That's incredible. Okay. Let me ask you, Dr. C, at what point in your journey, so what's coming next? I mean, you've already had people you've helped heal, and I've heard some stories. Can you give us some of that?
Well, there are a lot of stories, and what's next is I've written a book. The book is called Wellness Dominoes: How to Find and Fix Your Pain, and it should be within 4 weeks published and available on Amazon and also Kindle.
Cool.
We're just doing the cover art and getting that, and getting the website, so it's just just like you want it and works, so that when people come in, we take care of you the way that we'd like to, and that you would expect to.
All right. And right now, are you just in one specific state, or are you still in several states?
I am 3 weeks in Kansas and 1 week in Utah every month.
Gotcha. So you still got several practices. Okay. And let me ask you this. If you had to put wellness in one sentence, what would that sentence be?
Wellness in one sentence.
Or one phrase, say.
I would say having the quality of life that you expect and want, to be able to move the way you want, think the way you want, eat as you'd like, and to be able to go to the celebrations that you want, when you want, with who you want, and not miss them.
Gotcha. Okay. One habit that changed your life. If you had to pinpoint one habit that changed your life, what would it be?
Ever learning, continually growing, and know that the constant that you will have is change, and pain will help you do it.
Love it.
And if you're smarter, then you'll try to do it without the pain, but sometimes we need the motivation.
I hear you, Dr. C. And I hear that. So what's your favorite uplifting song?
My favorite, Top Gun.
Okay. And one thing you tell your younger self, younger version of yourself, if you had to tell them something.
I would say perfection is an illusion. Go and do what you can, fail often, and learn from it, and you'll be able to get to where you want a lot faster than trying to achieve perfection and never launching.
Awesome. I love it. So let me ask you one more thing. If you had to give some more nuggets to our viewers, things that they could do at home or, right away, what would you suggest? What would you recommend? What's some nuggets you would like to share with them?
Let me tell you the story.
Okay.
My uncle was an astronaut, and he spent more hours on what's called the Vomit Comet. That's where you go from LA to Miami, and it's in this converted. It has this 747 that's been modified, and it literally goes up and down for 3,000 miles, and you have 3 minutes of weightlessness, and then you have the G's coming down, and that's why they call it Vomit Comet. But he spent more time on that than any other person, and also in the swimming pool with the astronaut suits he had, and they gave him his own private suit. One of 3 people in the world, or from the United States. Now, it was his responsibility to teach the astronauts coming through how to perform in weightlessness. Well, this guy was a stud. I mean, he was a project manager for 3 of the space shuttles at one time. Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is a guy you wanted to be the guy's friend. I asked him when he retired, I said, Uncle Bill, what is the most significant thing you have learned in your career at Rockwell? He said, take control of the things you can control and work the problem, and you'll find the solution. This philosophy helped them when he was on the team getting the Apollo 13 that they lost behind the moon, to get them, and they didn't know how to do all this stuff, and brought in contractors and everybody, and they got them back. That's how they got them back. And that was a theme that he learned and passed to me, and I passed to you.
Awesome. Where could our viewers find you, Dr. C?
Go to J. Carlston, C-A, just as it's spelled in front of me, C-J Carlston, CARLSTON.com, and you'll find me there.
Cool.
If you want to send me an email, it's help@jcarlston.com.
Awesome. Anything else you wanted to share? I mean, are we going to discuss anything else, or we got you covered?
Here's some other things. When you have, health is a journey. It's a sacred journey. Just like you said, it's not a destination. You're completely, if you were to take a snapshot, it'd be like a moving train. You'd see the window and out the window, and 5 minutes from now, it's going to be different. 10 minutes from now, an hour from now, your body is in constant change. So and basically every single cell that you see here or you have within your body in 7 years will have been replaced. Not one will be left. So you literally have control over the health of your life by exercising the choice of what goes in your mouth. You are as healthy as what you last put in your mouth. That creates a lot of control. And most of the problems that you have, the health conditions out there, you can prevent, and they're 100% preventable. So what I do is I'm sending, I gave with this, those who send to my email, I will send out a questionnaire where you can take 100% control and nearly 100% prevent and eliminate most of what you have. The first one takes you 5 minutes. It will be called my detox questionnaire. The second is called my health assessment questionnaire. You will learn how much inflammation is in your body. Now, going back to the detox score questionnaire, you will learn how much toxins are creating symptoms within your body. That is the equivalent, when you answer that, of going and getting over $20,000 of tests in labs and that. And you can do that in 5 minutes on one, 20 minutes in the other, and you can monitor it, whether it's with me, with somebody else, any other doctor. You can monitor, am I progressing or am I not? But it helps you to find and learn exactly the things that you need to take control of. Now, one of the things that the other thing is I'm going to give to you here when you're ready. And Rosie and I had fun prepping ourselves with this so it would work. But I'll share with you what's called a biologic reaction to stress. And I'll go through and I'll do that. But then the other offer I want to give to you is that I want to discount my 9-day course retreat where you can learn how to perform my full body scan, and also give you a discount on the purchase of my upcoming book called The Wellness Dominoes, How to Find and Fix Your Pain.
Nice. Did you want to bring your screen on, or?
Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Now let's see how good we got at this.
Right.
Okay, so we're going to go here.
Yeah.
I'm going to share my screen. Okay, we're good. The entire screen. And then we're going to take and bring this up.
Add to stage.
Here we go. Can everybody see this and read it? Okay.
Yes, I believe they can.
So what I want you to see and realize is that nearly 95% of who I see comes in like this. This represents anybody coming to see me. Off to the left, you see all the different stressors. And I'm going to enlarge that so it makes it a lot easier for you to see. So those are all the stressors that you have on the left. As they occur, you will go through phases. The shock phase, the counter shock, the resistance phase, and the exhausted phase. As you go through those phases, you will start to go down this rabbit hole. And all these things that you now see just underneath those people begin to happen to you. Then you go into the stress is really maxing you out. And you see this line that goes out and says doc and says aldosterone. That's the next phase that happens to you. Then when that gets depleted, you go into the stage of resistance. Then when that gets depleted, you go into your stage of exhaustion. And that is when most people will say, I need to go to the doctor. This is kind of crazy. Why would you wait that long and let all this crap, and I call it crap because nobody likes it, all this stuff to happen in your body and have all this occurring before you see me? Start back here when it's good and just manage it right, in the standing up first part of the shock phase, so you can erase it and not let it go all the way down here. That is one of the greatest things that I can share with you to be today as a gift. And if any of you have questions, I'm going to stop sharing and we will go back to asking any kind of questions, and I'll do my best to answer some of those.
Incredible. We've got a lot of people on.
Okay.
Wow. God bless you. Oh, wow. That's intense. Incredible value. Great advice. Let me see if I see the other platforms, see if I see anything there. Let's see. There's a lot of hearts. We got Brent Harris, Sonia, Tennille. They're all saying hello. They're Max Valley, Dr.
Love to see you. Love to miss you guys.
Very, very. I mean, we got a lot of chatter on there. But I thank you, Dr. C. You know, I had issues with my son and cancer. So I'm aware of, how, fortunately with my experience with what you eat, when I got him on that diet, even his oncologist was shocked and even told him, continue with the diet because your tumors have significantly shrunk. And what I'm giving you was only meant to stop the growth. So there's no doubt that diet is a huge, huge factor in anything, in our lives. I appreciate you. I thank you. My Sun Blazers and Heroes, yes, keep shining. Know that that every darkness has a spark. Okay, no matter how bad it gets, there's always light that can shine.
Absolutely.
Take your struggles and turn them into light, like Dr. C has, and boy has he done it over and over again. And you're going to be amazing. So God bless you all. Thank you so very much for joining us tonight, and see you next time. Have a blessed day. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. C. Bye-bye.